Welcome to the Belated Tech Channel's 35th edition of the Tesla and SpaceX Redux. We are reviewing the milestones that occurred at each day in the week of May 17th through May 23rd in the history of Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, the Boring Company, and Elon Musk's other various business ventures. May 17th, 2020, SpaceX conducted a Starship serial number 4 Raptor engine combustion test. On this date, the craft did not lift off its stand, nor did it fully fire its engines. Serial number 4 was first rolled out of assembly on April 24th and underwent its first test fire on May 5th. Unfortunately, serial number 4 was to never get off the ground. During its fifth static test fire of its engines, the craft exploded, producing a massive fireball about 1 minute into the test. SpaceX had hoped to launch serial number 4 on June 1st to a height of 500 feet. That flight would not occur until serial number 5 on August 4th. May 18th, 2019. Musk tweeted in response to a Tesla enthusiast on this date that more games were coming to Tesla cars in the future. Teslainvernon had tweeted, quote, "When I was in elementary school, I spent all my quarters playing Asteroids. Now thanks to Tesla and Elon Musk, I can enjoy it again every time I pick up my kids from school or work." The arcade version of Atari's Asteroids was released in November of 1979. The game proved to be wildly popular, displacing Space Invaders as the #1 arcade game. Atari sold 70,000 arcade consoles for about $700 million gross and $150 million in profit, and in turn arcade operators collected $500 million in coins from play. Atari released 2 arcade sequels to Asteroids over the next 4 years, but neither was as popular. Ported to a variety of consoles in addition to Tesla's cars, the game has proven to have lasting power. May 19th, 2019. Musk tweeted near this date, quote, "Tesla does not advertise or pay for endorsements. Instead, we use that money to make product great." He was responding to a May 16th tweet from Teslainvernon that said, quote, "It's time for Tesla to advertise, and Autopilot should be first on the list." Tesla has never advertised its products, if one does not count social media releases on platforms such as YouTube. As of the date of this video, Musk has proven to be right, and the car company has never needed advertising to drive demand. However, Tesla has had the advantage of being the first successful electric vehicle manufacturer, and it remains to be seen whether the company will be able to ignore advertising as legacy automobile manufacturers enter its market space, and Tesla's overhead grows to the point it needs to sell millions of vehicles to pay for it. May 20th, 2017. SpaceX settled an employee class action lawsuit near this date for about $4 million. Employees had complained that although California law requires rest periods for employees every 4 hours, along with breaks for meals, SpaceX's shifts were designed such that not only workers couldn't take those breaks, but were also not paid more for working these hours instead of resting. The suit was originally filed in 2014. After $1.5 million in attorney's fees, roughly 4,000 current and former employees, at least those that participated in the suit, received somewhere between $500 and $2,000. The settlement brought attention to SpaceX's labor practices in California, where the company has leaned heavily on its cool factor to pay on average about half what other tech companies were offering. No word since 2017 as to whether SpaceX has approached compensation parity in California or is experiencing similar issues in Washington, Texas, and Florida. May 21st, 2019. Elon Musk tweeted on this date, quote, "Good design, IMO," in response to a post by Clean Technica on Lilium's electric air taxi and its maiden flight. Musk has for years advocated developing electric aircraft to replace jet fuel turbine engine craft, a significant contributor to global air pollution. Lilium is a German company. Lilium went public in the US in a $3.3 billion SPAC merger with Kell Acquisition in 2020. The company has been actively partnering with airports around the world in order to provide facilities for air taxi services. However, as of the date of this video, None of Lilium's designs have gone into production, and no air carriers have signed on to buy the company's aircraft. United Airlines signed a deal with electric taxi rival Archer, based in California, for 200 aircraft to enter service by 2024. Archer's aircraft is called the Maker, and is an EVTOL design like that featured by Lilium. May 22, 2012. The Dragon freighter C-102 was lifted to the ISS on a Falcon 9 1.0 rocket, Booster 5, from the Cape Canaveral Air Force Station's Launch Complex 40 on this date. No attempt was made to recover the booster. It was the second test flight for the Dragon capsule. The spacecraft demonstrated a series of tests before it was allowed to approach the International Space Station. 2 days later, it became the first commercial spacecraft to board the ISS. The unmanned capsule eventually was redesigned for manned flight, the first of which occurred on May 30th of 2020. May 23rd, 2019. Quote, horizontally, tweeted Elon Musk on this date in response to a query by Everyday Astronaut about the Super Heavy booster. The YouTuber had said, quote, Boca Chica or Florida? I'm very curious if you built a Super Heavy in Cocoa, how on earth you would get it to the pad. Presumably, the pad in question was Launch Complex 39A at the nearby Kennedy Space Center. At that time, SpaceX was planning on a duplicate engineering center in Cocoa, Florida, to build and test Starships and Super Heavy boosters. The company built the facility and was in process of fabricating and assembling 2 Starship prototypes when Musk decided the duplicate effort wasn't worth the aggravation. We covered this abandoned idea in Milestones 91. As of the date of this video, only 1 Super Heavy prototype has been built in Boca Chica, Florida, and that unit was never tested on the launch pad. So it remains to be seen how the booster will be brought to launch pad from the assembly building, vertically or horizontally. We'll keep you posted. Before we get to the current event of the week, we wanted to see if you enjoyed this 35th episode of Belated Tech's Tesla and SpaceX Redux. If so, click that like button. Did you agree with our choices, or are there other events that were better? Go ahead and share with us by dropping a comment below. And if you have suggestions for an event in the future, we'll take those too. We'll credit events we pick for future videos to those viewers that post them. We hope you have been enjoying our content. Have we earned your subscription to our channel? If yes, and you have not yet taken the opportunity to subscribe, please take a moment to do so now and click the bell notification icon so you don't miss upcoming videos. We want to continue delivering great content to you. You can always unsubscribe, and subscribing is free. On May 5th, 2021, Starship SN15 launched from Starbase, Boca Chica, Texas, on a suborbital mission of about 7 miles in altitude. The craft returned to its landing pad without incident and remained stable on the pad without any mishaps. It was the first full-size prototype to successfully complete its flight mission end-to-end. We covered the flight in Milestones 89A, so check it out. The launch comes on the heels of the blockbuster announcement by NASA that the agency had selected SpaceX on April 16th as the sole company to win a contract to develop and demonstrate a crewed lunar lander. The fixed-price milestone-based contract has a total value of $2.89 billion. Blue Origin and Dynetics, the other 2 bidders, have formally protested the award. Links to some of our most recent episodes can be found in the description section below. You can peruse our entire 250 plus video library by looking at our playlists, which conveniently sort videos by subject. We announce all new videos on our microblogging accounts, which are listed below, as well as in the community feed for this channel. Want to know how to navigate our channel content? We refer to Retrotech and innovation documentary segments as episodes. Coverage of current events in space exploration, science, and technology are labeled as shorts. Space and tech history are documented in an anthology called Milestones. And gameplay recordings can be discovered on the Belated Tech gaming channel in videos called walkthroughs, and side missions. Stay connected by occasionally checking our Instagram feed and Minds page, where we post content from our upcoming episodes and from episodes past that you may have missed, and where we cover current news and events related to channel content. Thanks for watching.